So welcome back to the Team Liquid StarCraft 2 Open US BattleNet Edition. I am DJ Wheat. Joining me is Chill, and we are now on game number 2 here of the Grand Finals, and we are going to get our countdown going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So game 2 of the finals, US edition of the TL Open, 512-man open tournament, open to everyone. Select looking to go back-to-back here as he's up 1-0 in game 2. Looks like LaLush has chosen Scrap Station for game 2 as his map in ZVT. He is spawned as the blue Zerg in the top right position.
LaLush! Win this game! 1 game for the Zerg! Do it, buddy!
And his opponent, the evil Terran, switching over from Protoss to Terran. We have the red Terran at 12 o'clock.
Why didn't you stay as Protoss? Select!
And in the vein of dirty Terran, he goes Barracks first at 10.
And he's going to go ahead and rally him right over to that point. Let's follow that rally point. Boom. That's where it's going to go, and a great place to be there because as what we've seen, especially on Scrap Station, one of the reasons Zerg like it so much is that now with this little choke right here, this is actually a pretty easy area to defend if you're ready for it. If it's going to be a normal 12 racks push, whatever we got going on there, it's going to be something he can defend. If he decides to go 15 hatch here, and we're going to see when he hits 200 minerals, really. But I'm going to guess that, well, he didn't send it down there. So, nope, there it goes. 15 hatches going to go down, and that is going to set up this guy real nicely. And the other thing, too, well, he's going to scout. He's going to be like, where the hell is that barracks? So yeah. LaLush knows. He knows.
Something doesn't look right here.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. There's, maybe he's just bad. Maybe he doesn't know to make a barracks. But, yeah, this is the trap that you can fall into. It's so strong to 15 hatch here that a lot of Zergs do it. So if you set up a build that specifically hard counters 15 hatch, well, here we are. Bunker already going up. Marine rallied over. So let's see. Oh, and sending out a drone. Very, very nice. He can target that SCV. I want to see if Select pulls that off. Waits for the reinforcing Marine. Yes, he does, taking a few hits there. And looks like Select actually has a follow-up here, which I really like. A follow-up to the bunker rush. He's getting gas, so he can add on something to that barracks or transition to something else. And drones actually are hungry for Marine blood, moving all the way out. Looks like he may have defended this. Now drones, oh my god, that Marine down to 10 HP, down to 5 HP. Oh, Marine gets taken out. As, wow, Select fell into the trap of targeting a drone, and LaLush microed the selected drone out. And now more and more drones flooding down here, and a flank actually on the Marine. Oh my god, Select was not watching and gets taken out, and all the drones live from that. Bunker is canceled. LaLush, wow, he handled that beautifully.
That was a great example of not panicking in a situation where you are going to get cheesed. He didn't scout it. He handled it very, very nicely. Not afraid to throw away a few drones, because what is it? You either throw away some drones and you stop the little attack, or you lose. And obviously no one wants to be in that situation. Now, bigger question will be is, will this actually set him back at all? He is going to have to fly his barracks out, and we do have some Zerglings moving out. Now, as I always forget to open up the production tab, not seeing any speed going down here at all. And his drone count is, it's fairly low, but they're about even as well. So Queen is out, and they're just working on this expansion over here.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Select transitions out of this. Actually getting a reactor onto that barracks may swap out with the factory. And Starport going out. Zergling's going to run in, probably for scouting purposes, but just knocking on the door. Going in, harassing a little bit. There's enough Marines and a Hellion out to defend that. And opening up the production tab for myself, we just see drones and a Roach Warren, and that's what I like to see. Take this time as Zerg to just pump out those drones. Hellion coming out to harass the Zerglings a little bit. One is trying to hide by the destructible debris, and it's actually going to work. Wow. So he gets away with his life, but these other two do not.
Yeah, and so he's just going to try to gather as much information as he possibly can. Now getting his Overlord out to stay ahead of his food count, and the Roach Warren is officially down now. So he's going to probably need to, just get his army ready and be ready to mobilize here. We have 2 more Hellions coming out now. Will we see this Overlord go down as well? It's just going to get out by the skin of its teeth. Here comes the first Hellion, and he's going to be introduced to 3 roaches. And wow, big damage coming out there. That'll immediately push this back. He's going to try to come in with 3 now. And the roaches here have a really nice opportunity to sort of choke this area right here. So they're not going to get past without taking some damage. And I just love how long it takes a freaking Hellion to defeat a roach. Like, forever. I mean, it's just like...
So painful.
You know, it's like, is this a pillow fight or, you know, a real-time strategy game? But he's going to move forward with this.
Actually, 4 Hellions out now and the medevac out, but the medevac flies right over the Overlord, so if LaLush has his eye on the mini-map, he's going to be able to see that, and actually moving up with the 2 roaches, really nice. So I'm interested to see if he loads up the Hellions into the medevac and flies into the natural. That could do a lot of damage to LaLush here. He's going to have to defend this perfectly.
Yeah, this is not really good. Now, he does have the roaches going on here, but let's go look at what's going on with the medevac. He's going to fly right down in here. The Queen is going to be right here, but there are 4 Hellions that are going to come in here and do some pretty serious harassment. The drones just start getting scorched. The house is on fire. Roaches will come in, move into play, but instantly picked up. And look at those flaming drone corpses right there. That's really, really not good. Looking on over, that's 24-25. So, you know, as long as he could stay ahead of his opponent, he's now dropping in the main. More drones going down, getting scorched, roaches being made. And this is just not good. This Zerg is not able to stop this serious harassment coming out by Select.
And Select doing such a good job of, you know, extracting the maximum possible damage from his Hellions and then loading them back into the medevacs, dropping around to get, again, dodging the Queens. He's hungry for more drone blood as he flies in here. Drones grouping up. You can tell LaLush has dealt with this a lot as he runs his drones in one direction, then takes a few of them and runs them in another direction. And that's so that you don't get all your drones melted just in one, you know, Hellion blast of fire. But still, Select with such good Hellion control there that he's brought himself back into this game with that one drop. Taking a look at the income tab, we can see Select way ahead in both the harvester count and the income count, getting his command center up, turning it into an orbital command, 2 more barracks on the way, and he's done the standard transition.
Yeah.
Slap a tech lab onto that starport, start churning out Banshees, and get in there and make Zerg's nightmare continue.
And the first Banshee is out with the second one coming. So we are going to be seeing that pretty soon. The dropship is going to head on over. I think it did it go for one more drop? I don't know. Finally, well, no. I was expecting maybe that we've got a Spire up now, which could turn out to be an interesting move here as he's sitting on a good amount of gas. But see here, his drone count still kind of low. Like, not really sure he's ready to commit to tier 2 at this point. He does have a nice creep drop over here and this one Zergling, so I like stalling this expansion. If Select says, well, screw it, I don't want to deal with it, and goes to that forward middle one, obviously it's going to be, well, it's not going to happen. He's going to go after that OV.
Let's take a look at what's going on in the Zerg main. We've got a Marauder Marine drop back by 2 Banshees. This is so dirty to deal with. The Queen comes in to fight the Banshees, and then the Marine and Marauder will just, you know, say hello to my little friend and take him down. Only a few Roaches and Queens here trying to deal with this. This is such a painful position if you're Zerg trying to deal with. The Banshees do so much damage to anything that can't hit air, i.e. Roaches. And the Marines and Marauders just the backbone of the attack, taking down the Roaches. And now the Queen under attack, no gonna live. But the oh my god, I just feel so bad for LaLush. He's playing so well. One Banshee getting taken out. Trying to deal with, oh my god, the Queen actually gets taken out. This is doing way more damage than expected. Another Roach coming back, but there's still, you know, this squadron of units. Medevac gonna get sniped, is it? No. Banshee's still alive. Wow. Oh my god, this may actually end the game. This small little drop. A lot of units out. Actually, are these Mutalisks in production? Wow. So transition into Mutalisks could do well if he can get in, clean this up, and get into the main and start doing some work.
This is pretty crazy right here because, you know, he can just start pumping Marines at this point, so he's going to have a really, really fast reaction and do something, fast action with these Mutas. Let's follow them as they're going to have to make their way over, and let's just take a look at what they've got. You know, siege tanks, we got a couple missile turrets now going up. Any in the back, I do see a Viking out as well, and a few more Marines out here as well. So how effective will these Mutas be going after the natural? They're going to instantly take out a bunch of SCVs, target firing the mules as well, and we are going to see the siege tanks going in there. For what reason, I am not sure, but getting too close to that missile turret will back off just a little bit, but I do feel like he is maximizing his damage here. The problem is he puts so much into those mutas. What will that mean? More missile turrets going down. He's got to watch out for these Marines. He needs a few more mutas in there to really get maximum damage, but he did do a pretty good job there stopping that natural there. Taking a look at the income tab, 26-31. It does put the Zerg ahead just a little bit. And why did these mutas move out like that? They are going to go in and get a few SCVs, but lose one as well. And now he's just going to move around, check things out. Gets free kills here. This is smart, but he's going to see that Viking and have to move away.
You know, LaLush has to realize that he can't end the game with the mutas. There's enough Marines out for select. He's got good turret coverage, so he's got to use the mutas differently. He's got to use them to keep Terran in his base, you know, push Terran back, make space, and use that as time to create drones. Another drop coming out, medevac back by Vikings, just going to drop in the corner. Probably stim up and try to snipe something out, and the mutas are largely out of position, so I'm really worried for LaLush as these Marines run in. Gonna immediately take out the Queen. The Queen goes down so fast, and now the drones are under fire. Muta's actually not reacting, going for the supply depot in the main of Select. Marines coming back, stim up, and the mutas are out of there, but the Marines still doing so much damage, taking out so many drones as it moves in. Now going to work on the Overlords. That's going to put him down in red supply if he gets enough Overlords. Muta's coming back, but Marines versus Mutas, such a dirty, dirty battle. So many Mutas getting taken out for the cheap Marines, and really, really Select is getting the better of that.
Oh, dude.
The only thing LaLush is going to move in, take out this Viking, but only 3 Mutas left. He's got to get this medevac as well. And he's got almost no timings left to transition in. He's having nice Mutalist micro, but I feel like the economic difference is just too much for LaLush to overcome at this point.
I absolutely agree with you right now. I mean, this looks like a total uphill battle. He's going to continue to use these mutas, but that's about all we've got. He's pumping out mutas. He's getting +1 attack. He doesn't have +1 carapace, so here come the missile turrets. He is going to be able to catch one siege tank off a guard, but again, is he doing enough damage economically as we do have more units coming out? A lot of Marines being put there. They're going to be a perfect counter there to those Mutalists. As long as they can stay mobile, he'll stop another missile turret from going out, and at least he has this hole to do some work with. So he is kind of delaying things a little bit. And, well, here comes another drop, and 1 or 2 more of these, Chill, and, I mean, what else is he going to be able to do? This is going to be nasty.
And looking at the production tab for Zerg, he's only making Mutalists at this point, so he's committed to finishing the game with Mutalists. He's not making drones to rebuild his economy. He has really nothing to deal with Marine medevac, as Mutalists just get torn up by Marine medevac in this game. And this is probably going to be it. There's 15 Marines in the main with 2 medevacs backed up, putting LaLush into red supply now, so he can't even make units as they shut down all the Overlords. And with only Mutalists left, what can LaLush do? What's a Zerg to do? And here's the final battle. Look at those Marines with their +1 upgrade, just churning through these Mutalists, and that's going to be GG in game 2. Wow.
Yep, there it is, GG, and the Zerg coming up short as Select takes his second game. And I mean, you know, that was pretty much all T. Even though his initial 10 racks didn't really do much of anything, he was, and you pointed it out early, he transitioned to those Hellions really nice, and then out of that even better. So he set himself up nice, and you know, played safe but aggressive at the same time. The drops, those were the pins in the voodoo doll, though, dude. Those hurt to watch. I can't believe that first drop in the back just did a ridiculous amount of damage.
You know, I don't know what LaLush can do, because he handled that first bunker rush so well. I mean, you can't expect a Zerg to play better against a Terran bunker rush on Scrap Station than we saw there. He shut it down. You know, he put a little pressure on with the Lings. Just the Hellions came and did work, and it's just crazy. Like, the way Select gets the damage done with his transition of units and just his tactics, running around with those Hellions, dropping in and out, dealing maximum damage. Like, watching him play TVZ, it's crazier than a barrel of monkeys, man. It's nuts watching this, how well he's getting this done in the first 2 games.
Gotcha. Okay, well...